Okay, so today we're looking at Venn diagrams, and we're looking at construction Venn diagrams today. So, with Venn diagrams, the first thing we're going to write down is, with Venn diagrams, hey, we should always try to start in the middle and work our way out. With Venn diagrams, we should always try and start in the middle and work our way out. So get that down first of all. That's just a little hint. With Venn diagrams, we should always start in the middle and work our way out. Okay, so I've got two examples here to have a little go at. So get this example on the left down. I'll give you a little second to get that down. And we'll talk about the way we do this now. Alright, let's have a little go at this one then. Now, you've got to understand what these mean. Okay, and I might just do, in fact, I might even just draw a little diagram of this on the side. So, just a little note on the side. Actually, I will do this. So, if I've got, where am I? Let's add a rectangle in actually. So if I've got a rectangle, we'll talk a little bit more about this in a second, but you can see that now I'm going to teach you how to draw a new symbol, okay? Now the way that we do this is it's like a backwards 3 with a curl at the top and a curl at the bottom. So it's like you go, I'm going to try and do it big, so I'll go up like that, then a backwards 3, then another curl on the bottom like this. And there's actually usually a little flick there as well. I'll show you how to do that again. Okay, you go up like that. Okay, up with a flick, backwards 3, and then down like so. Okay, that's a new symbol. Now this symbol here represents everything. It means everything. This symbol here means everything. Okay, so you usually put this outside your box because your box is everything. So you usually put this symbol here like so. Okay. It's not just a squiggle, it's like a backwards 3. It only looks like a squiggle because you haven't seen it before. So then when I'm doing this here, so I'm going to draw 2 circles. We'll do a little Venn diagram. We'll say, this is just an example, so this will be like a little hint. So if I want to talk about people who like fish and chips, so, just going to talk to you about some of the sections here. So, if we think about people who like fish and chips, this part here on the left, so inside this one here, is people who like fish only. Okay. On this right hand side here, so this part here, this is people who like chips only. Okay. This middle part here, so this middle part here, now this is the people who like fish and chips. Okay. So on the left hand side it's people who only like fish, on the right hand side it's people who only like chips, and in the middle it's people who like fish and chips. And now inside this square here, sorry, inside the rectangle set of everything, inside here is the you'd put everything else. So it's people who don't like fish or chips. Okay, so this is kind of where we start off, okay? Let's just put some little bubbles around these so we know. So this here is that they only like fish, and that's on the left hand side there, okay? So that's this side. Then we've got the middle, which is this part here. And this is for people who like fish and chips. We'll talk about what the and means in a bit. There's a symbol for that, but we'll talk about that next lesson. On the right hand side, we've got the people who like chips only. So that's this right hand side here. And then everything else is the people who don't like fish and chips. And that's the outside of the box. So that's this part here. Now you could put that anywhere. You could put it over here if you wanted to. Even put it down here if you wanted to. Okay. So get that down as a little. Get that down as a little diagram, just as a hint. We have seen a new symbol here, which is this set of everything. Just looks like this. It's like a backwards through with a flick. Alright, so hopefully you've got that down. So get this question down as example 1. Okay, on the left. We'll talk about where we need to put things first. So this one here is a little bit of a tricky one actually. I've actually started with one that's probably quite tricky. So yeah, I have started off with one that's probably a bit tricky. I probably shouldn't have started with this one, but we're here now. We've got it down, so let's just have a go at it, and we'll go through it. So you've got to, now I've said to you, usually you start in the middle. With this one, you can't start in the middle, and the reason you can't start in the middle is because we don't know the amount of people who study Russian and French. I'm just going to write that. We can't start in the middle. Because we don't know the students who study Russian and French. Okay, so we can't start off with that. Usually we would start at the middle, and the next one we can do that, but this one here we can't. Okay, so get that down as part of what we're doing. I'm going to just get rid of that in a second because we haven't got enough room here. So we can't start in the middle because we don't know who studies French and Russian. Okay. Okay, so we've got to fill in the bits that we do know. Now, the bit that we do know here is the fact that we know that 51 people study Russian. Now, you've got to be really careful with this. This doesn't represent A, okay? Because the reason it doesn't is because the things which are in Russia are... The things which are in Russia are everything which is in this circle. So if I just show you what I mean, everything which is in this circle here represents Russia, but this here is Russians only, and this here is people who study Russian and French. Okay, so this here represents all of them, which is 51. Okay, so we can't put 51 in here. That would be wrong, and a lot of people do that. Okay, but what we can do is we can put in the 21, which is outside. So 21 is people who don't study Russian or French. So straight away I can put 21 outside there, because we know that 21 people don't study Russian or French. Okay, so 21 must go outside. Now this next part is the tricky part, because we've then got to work out how many people are represented by A, B and C. Okay, and I do that by doing, so we know that everything, the set of everything, is equal to 90. Okay, because there are 90 pupils in the group. So if I wanted to work out what A, B and C represents, then I'm just going to make my pen smaller. So A plus B plus C is equal to everything, which is 90, take away 21, which is going to be equal to, well, 90 take away 20 is going to be 70, take away 1 of 1 is 69. Okay, so I know that A, B and C represent 69. Now if I want to find out the amount of people who study French only, then I've got to do 69 take away the Russians. So to find French only, I've got to do what's in A, B and C, which is 69, subtract the Russians, which is 51. So 69 take away 51 is equal to 18. Just going to check that. Yeah, that's right, 18. So now, because I know French only, I can say that French only is equal to 18, which is in here. Now that is the tricky part, okay? If you understand that, then this becomes easy. That's the starting point here. Then once you know French only, you can work out which people study French and Russian by doing the amount of people who study French take away the people who study French only. So that's going to be 47 minus 18. Now this is going to give us our middle part, so 47 minus 18 is equal to 29. Like so. So I know the middle part now is 29. And then to find out the people who study Russian only, I've got to do the people who study Russian take away the centre part. Okay, so that's going to be the people who study Russian, which is 51, minus the middle part, which is 29. And 51 take away 29 is equal to 22. Now it's always worth checking that these add up, because we know that if everything equals to 90. So if I add up all of these, then it should be equal to 90. So let's just check that. 22 plus 29 plus 18 plus 21 is equal to 90. So that's right. Okay, that is tricky, that. I'm just going to go over that again because it is tough. So straight away we know that the people who do not study French or Russian is the 21 people which we put outside. That's easy enough. We can work that out. Now we know that Russia, I'm going to highlight this actually and just talk about it. We know that Russia represents all of this circle here. Okay? So it's both parts A and B. So that there represents 51. To find out what's in both of these circles, we did 90, which was outside, take away 21, which tells us that both of these circles, including the middle, has got 69 in it. So this 69 here, and that represents all three of these sections. So this section here and this section here. So that represents 69 there. So this is 69. So to find out this bit on the right hand side, I need to do 69 take away 51, which gives me 18. Then what I need to do is I know that French represents the right-hand circle, so let's just draw that one as well. So the right-hand circle is France, so that's this circle. Need better circles. And that is 47. So to work out the middle part, we do 18 take away 47 take away 18, which gives us 29, and the last part is 51 take away the middle part, which was 29. So that's our first example. It is tricky, that. It isn't easy. I've actually started with a really tricky one as well, but that's how we construct our Venn diagram. This one on the right hand side is actually a little bit easier. Okay? This one on the right hand side is a little bit easier. It is tough to understand. I know that's hard. The one on the right is a little bit easier because we actually start in the middle here. Okay, so this one on the right is a lot easier because it says that 12 people, where am I? 12 people use the swimming pool and gym. So with this one here, we know that 12 is the middle part, which is this. Because that's the people who use the swimming pool and gym. Now, this next part says that 26 represents the people in the swimming pool. Now, that doesn't mean that this is 26 on the left-hand side. It means that the whole circle here, this circle, including the middle bit, is 26. So if I know that whole circle is 26, to find out this part here, it's got to be 26 minus the 12. Okay, so let's do that. 26 minus the 12 is equal to 14. So this now is 14, which makes sense because 14 plus 12 is the 26. With the gym, it's 18 people. Now remember, this gym part here represents the whole circle on the right, so this here. All of this is 18. So that is 18. So to find out this part here, it's going to be the whole circle, which is 18, take away 12, which is 18 take away 12, which is equal to 6. So this part here is 6. So then to work out the outside part, you need to do the total, which in this case is 60, minus the 3 parts in the middle. So 60 minus 14 minus 12 minus 6. Let's do that now. 60 minus 14 minus 12 minus 6. So outside is going to be equal to 28. So this part here is 28. Now again, that's tricky, so we can check that. Do all of these 4 sections add up to 60? Well, 14 plus 12, let's do it. 14 plus 12 plus 6 plus 28 is equal to 60. So yes, that's right. Okay, so just give you a second to get that down. So I've just had a question, how did I get the 6? Well, because the people in the gym, because there's 18 people in the gym, which represents this whole circle here, and we know that the middle part is 12, it's got to be everybody in the gym, which is 18, take away the middle, which is 12, which gives you 6. Okay, let's move on. So, have a little go at that one on the left hand side. I think the left hand side one's easier because this one is similar to the one on the right above. So have a little go at that one on the left. Okay, so let's have a little go at this one together then. So we start in the middle if we can, and actually with this one we can start in the middle, can't we? Because it says here, let's just make it really clear, that 25 students study both Spanish and Italian, which means that the 25 needs to go in the middle here. So 25 goes in the middle. Now, 30 students study Spanish, which means that the left-hand circle here, 30 students study Spanish, which means that the left-hand circle this left-hand circle here, that's terrible, is represents, that left-hand circle is 30. Which means that if this is full circle is 30 and the middle part is 25, then this left-hand side is going to be 5 there. So then we need to think about the people who study Italian. And that is this left-hand part here. So this is the people who study Italian, the left, and 30 people study Italian. So the left-hand side is also 30 as well, actually, which means that this is going to be the, sorry, I said left, I mean right. So if the right-hand circle is 30 and the middle is 25, then it means it's going to be 30 take away 25, which is 5. And then what we need to do is to find out what's left over, which is going to be the total amount of people, which is 60, minus the 3 parts there. So 60 minus 5 minus 25 minus 5. So that's going to be equal to minus 30 minus 30 is equal to 25 outside as well. Okay. So with this one here, we can check it. 25 plus 25 is 50, plus 5 is equal to 60 in total. Okay, have a little go at that one on the right hand side. Have a little go at that one on the right hand side. So let's have a little go at this one on the right. So this one here is that tricky one, the harder one, okay? Because it tells you, it doesn't tell you the middle part, it does tell you the outside part though, okay? So the first thing I've got to do is I've got to label the outside part, which says 6 pupils use neither the swimming pool or the gym. That's our first part with this one. So let's just highlight that. That one there is 6. And they do not use the swimming pool or the gym. So that means the outside part here is 6. So to find these 3 here parts, I need to do so A plus B plus C is equal to the total subtract the outside. Now the total of this, which is everybody, is equal to 50 minus the outside, which is 6. So 50 minus 6 is equal to 44. So that represents A plus B plus C, which is equal to 44. So the next up is, you know that the swimming pool represents the part on the right hand side here. So this is the swimming pool, which represents actually A and B. Okay, so to get C on its own, we know that the swimming pool represents 32 people. Okay, so A and B is equal to 32. I can even write over here. A plus B is equal to 32. So to get C on its own over here, I need to do A plus B plus C, which is 44, subtract A and B, which is 32. So to get the gym only, it's going to be 44, take away 32. So 44 minus 32, which is equal to 12. Now that gives you this part here only. A, B and C is equal to 44. A and B is equal to 32. So to get C on its own, I need to take away the A and B, which gives me 12. Okay? So then I know that 35 people use the gym. Now the gym is the right-hand circle. So that is this circle here. Okay? That's this circle here. And that represents 35 people there, like so. So if I know that the green full circle represents 35, to find out B, I need to do 35 minus 12. So that's 25, 23. So the middle here is 20, 23. And then the last little part to find out the swimming pool, it's going to be the amount of people in the swimming pool. I didn't actually write that down, did I? The people in the swimming pool was 32. So to work out this left-hand side, it needs to be 32 minus the 23 in the middle. 32 minus 23, which is equal to 9. So this left-hand part here is 9. Like so. It's tough, that. It is tough, that. Okay, give you a second to get that down.